Disney has really focused on expanding its theme parks all across the world to include more of their big franchises. We have seen Disney locations literally full-on transform into Star Wars planets that almost seem alive. And we know that Marvel is going to be the next big initiative with multiple locations around the planet. Now Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige talks about how everything in the MCU will directly influence the Avengers campuses and Marvel's locations around the planet, and how it's also going to go the other way. So in case some people don't follow along with what I'm trying to say here or what Disney does, when you go to one of their Star Wars locations, you go to like Batuu, for example, and there is a story that plays out there. And now that they're building that Star Cruiser hotel, those stories that are going to be told within the confines of these parks are in canon. So technically you become a character in the Star Wars universe while you're there. Marvel Studios is going to follow this. We recently saw the whole Avengers campus thing and how they're building that up to be a big deal. You got Spider-Man's workshops and you got all these things. And Kevin Feige specifically talked about this, and he says that nothing at these is permanent, and that it will evolve as the characters and the MCU evolves. And for example, what was shown was Captain America. Well, Captain America in these theme parks is now Sam Wilson, because he is Captain America. And he said that the Disney Plus shows and the movies that are all coming out will directly influence what happens in these parks, tie into stories and elements of the world, and also it will go back and forth. So it's not as much of the whole Star Wars thing, but they are going to take cues from what the fans respond to pretty well and then see how they can use that. Meaning that, let's say people love the whole Spider-Man thing, and they're like, oh, we love all the robots and everything. It's like this Parker Industries type of thing. Well, maybe in 10 years, Parker Industries is in, the films, and they're using that element, and they've done certain things over here that line up with that type of vibe. And if one character is selling a lot of merchandise that they're trying to push, then they know that there is a demand for that character. Again, it's like a self-sustaining market. Introduce new elements in both and see what carries through to merchandise sales, and how do merchandise sales then reflect these same people going to watch it in live action or watch it on Disney. So they want to make sure that everything works together. So the sense I'm getting here is that just like Star Wars and just like the old comics from Marvel, where they try a new suit in the comics and they go, how do the fans respond? Would they accept this in live action? And then they see the response, they go, okay, well, I guess that's Ant-Man's new suit. Put that in the MCU. That works for Captain Marvel. Put that in the MCU. We're going to get more of that. It's just going to also tie in now with the theme parks.